Hi guys, how are you today? Um, today we're going to talk about this photo that's going around the internet that people is saying that is proof that the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills is fake and scripted. And then we're going to talk about what I tried to talk about a couple days ago, but I got really sick and I had to cut the conversation early. We're going to talk about how the Tim Norman case, Tim Norman of Sweetie Pies, and how they have made a second arrest. They actually arrest the insurance agent that was critical in all of it. This couldn't have went down without the insurance agent. But let's go over how the plot was planned. Okay, so we all know that they arrested him. They arrested a co-conspirator. Her name is Terica Ellis. Let me put her picture up here so you guys can talk about. She's an exotic dancer. She also used to try to talk to Tim. Okay, so they didn't actually date. Here's her picture. But they had they tried to date. So it was her, it was Tim. We know that Tim lured Andre. This was a well-calculated plot. He lured Andre to his death by making him think he was going to meet a girl that he met that he was talking to online, who actually wasn't a girl that he was talking to online, was actually some person that was working for Tim. Okay, so we know that part. Now, how is the insurance agent essential to all of this? Okay, huge. So they just arrested him. Let me put his picture up. His name is very hard for me to pronounce. And this is the only picture I could find of him. See if I can make it bigger. His name is Wael Yagman. Okay, and he's 43 years old. This plan would not have went down without him. He's essential to the plan because he was the insurance agent. Okay, so legally they have arrested him from income fraud, network fraud, medical history fraud, unemployment, and family background. What this means is that he lied on the application. Now, I don't know if you guys are familiar with getting life insurance policies. I wasn't. I had no idea that you have to be worth something to get a life insurance policy. Like, I can't just go in as a 9-to-5er and get a life insurance policy if I don't have any assets. You have to have assets. So what they did on the paperwork for the insurance policy is they faked it was the net worth for Andre. They said that he was worth $200,000. Then they placed two riders along on the policy. That is, if he died of natural causes, he would get an extra $200,000. And then if he died within 10 years that the policy was written up, he got an extra $50,000. Most average people walking around know nothing about that. Riders, how you have to die within this time frame. And I'm going to go out on a limb here and say, I don't think Tim probably knew anything about it either. This whole plot couldn't have went down as far as the life insurance without Wael. He was the mastermind behind all of it. I just think that he was. I just don't see Tim being that smart with insurance policies and knowing how to write it up so it doesn't look suspicious. But guess what, guys? It looks suspicious. So what people don't know also with life insurance policies is that if the agent or anyone higher up or even the underwriter gets a suspicion, something's not right about this, they're at liberty to call the cops. People think that you can just go, people watch too much TV. You think you can just follow and do what they do on the ID channel, go ahead and write something, make something up. Yeah, I want to write this up. The insurance people can get bad feelings. And that's what looks like it went down here. Now, of course, I reached out to Janae. Do you guys remember Janae? That was Tim's ex, TJ's mom. I don't think they got married. Yeah, I don't think they ever got married. I reached out to her. Of course, they're not responding. The word is that Miss Robbie is devastated. We all know we can expect that. I mean, she's not talking to anyone. She's talking with a pastor. I can't remember his name. She has to be devastated. Her oldest son dead. His son dead. All at the hands of someone that called you mom. It's really I can't make sense of it. But anyway, so they went ahead and arrested Wagman, that idiot that really orchestrated the whole thing. Without him, and of course they found the burner phones and things like that because the FBI got involved. But this is some serious underhandedness. It makes no sense. Of course, Tim was the sole beneficiary on the insurance policy. So he can't even blame anybody else. He can't. He's the only person that could be blamed in all of this. And thank goodness that they got the insurance person. Of course, we know, oh gosh, was it about 2 years ago? 2 years ago, Jennifer tried to warn us, Jennifer Williams of Basketball Wives, that something was wrong with Tim. She kept saying that he's a mean person, something's wrong with him. I feel unsafe. She felt unsafe. She felt like he was going to do something to hurt her. And this really could have been classified at the time as just, a woman overreacting. But if you really look at his track record, do you guys remember he got sued for slapping an employee? We've been seeing signs all over the place. I mean, I don't know why I was shocked. Do you guys remember just a couple months ago? Let me go ahead and put this up, where he got accused from Janae of not seeing his son in 4 years and being a deadbeat dad. Do you guys remember that? And she went public about it, and he was pissed. Let me refresh your memory. I mean, we've had all kinds of warnings that something's not quite right with Tim. And still, even with that being said, who would go this far? Let me go ahead and play this for you.
I would never say anything disrespectful about my son's mother, out of respect for my son, and I want him to grow up and see that. But now you put me in a position where I got to defend myself because you got my 80-year-old mother out here on the internet going back and forth. You keep on calling the house, screaming at her, asking her why she's speaking the truth. But I got to speak the truth myself, and you want to put me paint out to be a deadbeat dad. Why don't you tell people how the last time I picked my son up, I had him for an hour and a half. And you sort of blowing me up to bring him back because he had to do his homework and take a bath. And as I get to the house, I take him out of his car seat. He run to you. You stand in the garage. He runs into you. I'm bent over in the car. I'm getting his Happy Meal and his toys up on him and his backpack. You let the garage down on me, and the police come out of the backyard. You had the police waiting on me in the backyard when I was coming to drop my baby off. You set me up. You don't do that to no black man. You don't do that to no man.
He felt that she set him up for calling the police. Now, hindsight, it looks like she did the right thing. This man is dangerous and out of his mind. And of course, he needs to be put under the jail, and he's going to get what's due to him. All the evidence points to him. There's overwhelming evidence. They had their cell phones ping from Terica's phone, her calling Tim right after him, trying to deposit $9,000 into different accounts. It's a slam dunk, if you ask me. He did this. The only people I feel for is the actual victim. Andre was 21 years old. I know when I last did my report, I couldn't remember how old he was. 21. Can you imagine how much life you would have missed if you passed away at 21? He was 21 years old, so I feel bad for him. I feel bad for Ms. RHOBH for obvious reasons. I mean, your only son that's left kills your grandson, the father of your other son. This is heartache on levels I can't even explain. Last time we talked about it, I had to cut it short, but now we got to talk about it today. And then after we talk about that, we're going to talk about Lisa RHOBH. People, Lisa RHOBH. Have you guys seen this picture floating around the internet that people are saying it's obvious signs? Let's see if I can get that bigger. That the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills is scripted. Here's a picture of Amelia. And they said this is in the same scene. Let me see if I can get this bigger. If you see the hat that she's wearing here on this top one, it says BAL. That's all I can make out of it. But if you look in the second hat, it's SPA. They're saying totally scripted. It seemed kind of staged to us, guys. Do you guys remember we had a conversation about how the scene where Brandy was allegedly going to dinner with Kim and Kyle had to drag her in the house, how that seemed staged? People are going a bit further, saying that the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills is scripted. And that picture's proof. And also they hired a lot of writers, soap opera writers, in the last couple of years. They're saying straight out scripted. We got to talk about both of these situations because I know you guys want to sound off. This is the only reason I came on live, because I know when I have something on my mind about one of the shows that I'm watching, or I'm come across an article with one of my favorite reality shows like Sweetie Pies, I like to sound off. I like to give my opinion. So that's why I decided to go live. Let's take the first sound off from Perry. Hi, Perry. How are you?
Hey, what's up?
That went really weird. Let me fix it.
Hey, what's going
sound
on?
off. What do you think about what do you want to talk about today?
Look, I mean, first off, with Tim Norman, that Instagram thing you just played, he comes on so in this little mode that he's worried about his 80-year-old mother, right? Then he goes on about how the baby mama is treating him so bad, calling him a deadbeat dad, which she should have been calling him a murderer, right?
Ooh.
So let's keep it real. And then to go further, to go back to say, oh, how's she gonna do me like that? I came to pick up my child and she had the cops waiting in the backyard. How can she do this to a black man? Well, how can you kill a black man? So let's keep it real. The guy is very disturbed and need to be whatever. And I know when you was talking about the insurance policies and stuff, and you saying, well, I think the insurance guy is the backbone of it. He was a person that was necessary. Tim been locked up for 10 and a half years or something. It was instilled in Tim. That insurance guy did not find Tim. Tim knew, hey, I need money. Let me find some insurance guy. So Tim was the mastermind, right? And another thing when you saying about like everybody can get life insurance. It's just based off your assets. How much of life insurance you can get. I mean, just to clarify.
Well, you have to have assets.
Well, yeah, no. I mean, but I ain't want people to think that you couldn't get none on a regular.
You have to have, I don't know, a home, some kind of assets. Let's take a call, Perry. Or did you want to add something else, Perry?
No, go ahead.
Okay. Hi, Ruth. Sound off. What did you want to talk about?
You're on mute, Ruth.
Oh, Ruth, you're on mute.
Hi, guys. Thank you so much. Hey, Sharrell. Hey, Perry.
Hi.
First of all, I would like to, my heart is heavy. I'm sorry.
I know.
I would like to state that you can get life insurance if you are in gainful employment and you get a certain amount of money, just in case. Maybe I can say accidental death or a life insurance, 250,000. You can get that if you do your medicals and all that. And if you're younger, it's easy for you because you don't have all these blood pressures and everything. It's easy for you to get in. However, that's just to encourage us Black people to get life insurance. The younger you are, please do it. And I don't want to say do it for your children, but let me tell you, broken.
Yeah, I know.
Broken.
Can you imagine Miss Robbie?
When it was at night when I think I saw one of your, I think it was one of your videos. I just couldn't take it.
Yeah.
I mean, how do you sleep? How do you eat? How do you function as a mother, as a grandmother? I mean, I'm not a grandmother, but I'm a mother.
Did you see the episode when Miss Robbie gave him a memorial and Tim didn't make it to the memorial?
I saw that. Now listen did you see the episode where they had an interview with Kim Whitley?
Yes, at the reunion. Oh my, he was sitting there, stone faced, kind of looking like Perry, as if
No.
he doesn't know that he was behind all of this. It's just, I just don't understand a person that thinks like this. What do you, and then today, in today's age, Ruth, I know I'm taking up your time, but in
No,
today's we have social media, you have movies, you have the ID channel. It's not like that you don't know how the script is going to end. What makes you think that you are the one out of a million people that can get away with it? It's just ridiculous.
The whole of my life, I've never taken anything from anyone. I have always worked hard. And I'm a single mother of 2, like I've stated before.
Mhm.
I would rather clean somebody's toilet
Yeah,
than take a life. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
I just feel for the family, it's one thing to lose somebody, but to lose a 21-year-old child for no freaking reason, I just
And let me tell you something that people who haven't experienced death might not understand. It's a hole in your heart that never, ever goes away. You just learn to live with it. I mean, there's been times when I know for a fact my grandmother's passed and something good happens to me and I'll run to the phone to pick it up to call her. It's a hole in your heart that you never get over.
and then worst of all, Perry and Sharrell, at 80 years old.
Yep. You know what though? I mean, and the crazy part about it, as parents and stuff, I'm a parent. When your kids do things and act a certain way, sometimes you look at them and say, "Hey, where did I go wrong?" Right? Could you imagine Miss Robbie thinking, "How could I have created this monster?"
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
that's exactly what he is.
Yeah.
And he deserved anything. I can't say that. Well, I mean, I don't want to curse. He deserved everything he gets. And then, it's ironic how a person can do something devious, but when one little small thing happened to him, like say with picking up his baby, oh, look at me, I'm a victim.
Call the
How
cops
could
on
you do
me.
me this
Yeah.
way? Look, dude, you've been locked up 10 and a half years. And probably, I think the same year he was probably going through all this, he was planning a murder.
Ugh.
How sick can a
Mhm.
person really get? You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of sick people out there. And I know, Sharrell, with all the ID channels and everything, most people think that happens to other people. I'm smarter than that. They had the little hot phones or whatever, all this stuff. So I'm saying people do it. If people watch those channels and thought they couldn't get over it, we wouldn't have any murders and all that stuff like that. It's happening today. Somebody's thinking the same plan.
Do you think that he didn't know that the insurance company could call in a suspicious claim? Do you think he forgot that?
He thought he was covered. Why you think? Now, he was smart enough to figure out I wasn't in the vicinity. I was doing this.
But you know for a fact, Perry, when you have an insurance claim, let's just say you hit a car. They have field investigators.
No, yeah, they do.
I get it, but he thought they had worked all the kinks out that would cover for that, is what I'm saying. I mean, the guys you see in jail is the ones because they got caught. It's plenty who got away with something.
Ooh.
That's still there. So let's keep that real.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying?
And then do you remember there was a scene on Sweetie Pie? The time Andre was working for Sweetie Pie, and he comes in with Charles and says, Tim just punched me. I left Houston for this same reason, and he was crying. And when I watched that again, it just, oh my God.
Wait, do you think he hated Andre?
This is the thing. Andre was the last Montgomery. So he was going to inherit part of Sweetie Pie if anything happened to Miss Robin. So he was entitled
Ruth,
to.
You are right.
Yes, he was entitled to the inheritance.
Oh my.
Yes.
Oh
so
my.
his selfishness was to clear him. But you know what? I really feel that he could have killed Miss Robin, but he didn't have the guts to do it.
I mean, that now, okay, he already reaches the lowest of the low, but to take your mother's life, but you know, he tried to bankrupt his mom.
That's the only thing he couldn't do. Remember, the mother was suing him for $100 million because of selfishness again. But one thing he couldn't do is to take out his mother. But he could take out the only person he stands in with the inheritance.
Selfishness is a disease that can erode the mind and destroy the soul. Selfishness can be a mental illness.
And how can you be so selfish when you're birthed and raised by a woman who is so good to his family? She's so good to her family. Miss Robbie takes care of everybody in the family.
Somebody told me that most of the time, if you're unhappy in life, generally not suffering from depression, stuff like that, it's because you're not getting what you want. People think that material things could soothe the soul. When are we going to get it? Nothing soothes the soul outside of the body and the mind. It's just sad.
But there are so many people today who have it all, and they are not happy.
You're not happy. People think money will make you happy. People think money makes you happy. When we've heard it a million times, it does not make you happy. There's always a new idiot ready to dispute that claim.
What happened to Kate Spade?
I know.
What happened to Anthony Bourdain? These are rich people.
Yeah.
You know, they commit suicide.
Anthony Bourdain, he really shocked me. I mean, he had everything.
He really hurt me. Like, when we were falling in love with his, his travel and just covering, and then he
kills himself. Not even an accident. It's just bad. Listen, Ruth, I appreciate you calling in, saying what's on your heart.
Yes. Can I just say one thing?
Yeah, go ahead.
I just want to say this to Miss Robbie's family.
I know.
I just pray to God that God stands in with you. May he send the Holy Spirit to be with you, to strengthen you, and to cover you in the name of Jesus. I praise you and I glorify your name. Perry and Sharrell, as you spread this message of comfort, may God look out for you, and may you spread the word of love in the name of Jesus. Bye, you guys.
Amen.
Amen.
Thank you for calling it. Oh, thank you. Wow. Girl, please don't make me cry. Don't do it.
I'm trying not to.
Let me ask you a question. Do you think that this would have all happened without the insurance agent that co-signed to do it? Because do you think Tim knew this intricacy about a life insurance policy?
Absolutely. You guys have to realize how much paperwork this man has seen over his lifetime working with his mother. You have to realize how much he has.
So you think he knew all about it?
I agree 100% with Ruth. If he had the balls to take his mama out, he would have did it, because it's people that kill their mother for less.
Yep. No, I agree.
Absolutely.
And then I say this,
it's
Sharrell.
So sick. It's sick and it's degrading, and it's just I'm baffled. I have no words. Is this not the first grandson that she has lost to murder?
It's the first grandson, but she lost her son to murder.
So son to murder, right? Yeah. See, this is it's too much. He's sick. He's literally sick in the brain.
But here's the thing I wanted to mention. Jennifer Williams was saying it all day long when she was dating him.
I don't trust the word that come out her mouth.
She got a bad rep. Nobody believes her.
She's like the girl cry with the boy that cried wolf. It's like she cry, lie.
She got a restraining order saying that she feared for her safety. And we did what I did it too. I did what Carla did. Like, oh, shut up, Jennifer. Stop crying again. Here you go again. And turns out it might have been a little truth to what she was saying.
And it's surprising.
Yeah, let me get back.
Because she likes to play the victim too a lot. And
Jennifer,
she like,
she definitely
plays the victim. Exactly. So
stay on the line. Let me take another call. Hi, Miriam. Did you want to sound off today?
Yes, it's regarding Tim. He is actually showing signs of sociopathy.
And what are those signs?
The signs are his, long record of antisocial behavior, criminality, and not being very smart.
What does that mean when you're a sociopath?
A sociopath is when a person has no remorse, but along the way they just make stupid mistakes along the way, so they get caught all the time. A psychopath, normally it's very hard for them to get caught because they are very smart and they charm everybody. But with Tim is, his behavior is documented over the years, the violence against the employees and things like that. So he had a long history of that. So yeah, he's a sociopath.
Yeah, he's got a lot of problems. I think everyone's heart goes out to Miss RHOBH, and we understand. Yes. And I also respect the fact that Janae doesn't want to speak publicly about it right now. This could have been her opportunity to say, I told you so, but she took the high road. So, and thought about her son. And then, of course, Tim's family, Miss RHOBH, Charles, the whole gang.
It's absolutely heartbreaking.
Wow. Anyway, thank you guys for calling, and I appreciate it.
No worries. Thank you very much. Thank you, Carla, Perry, everybody.
Thank you. Bye. Bye-bye. And then before I leave, I wanted to say, what is this whole thing do you think about with Lisa RHOBH? Do you think that Bravo is staging their shows now?
I think so. Remember I told you that whole little thing about her clearing the thing with her daughter? And at the time when I said it was staged, it's just Lisa RHOBH and her daughter, what's her name? Amelia.
Uh-huh.
When they sitting there and she was talking about Garcelle and, did I have anything to do with you being arrested? Oh, no, mother. No. I mean, you are getting me that apartment next week.
So do you think Bravo's staging these scenes with Monica from Potomac coming on saying that Giselle was sitting down with some producers plotting out the storyline to get Monique? Is it all scripted?
I don't think it's all scripted. I think when a person come out like Lisa RHOBH and they start something, and then they TLC or whatever might see a spot where they have to modify something, right? Mm-hmm. Like say the story is going bad, but the person created the storyline themselves. They just take the storyline you created and either try to fix it for the ratings or make it more dramatic for the ratings.
You're right. You're right. Anyway, you guys, listen, I just wanted to give people a chance to sound off about this Tim situation that is just disgusting. I've never seen anything like it. I'm going to keep my eye on this story. Heartbreaking. For you guys tonight, we will be back for the block party at 7 o'clock Standard Pacific time to talk 90 Day Fiance. Now, if you haven't watched the block party, you guys are missing out. The block party is fun. What do you think, Perry? Am I exaggerating?
Yeah, no, I think it's a spot where we all just get together as adults and just, maybe have a couple cocktails or something and relax.
Yeah.
And just enjoy reality TV at that point. It's not too serious.
Yeah.
Just a nice conversation.
Yeah. So we'll be back tonight, you guys, at 7 o'clock Pacific time. Also, leave your thoughts in the comment section and your prayers for Miss RHOBH. I think that Ruth coming on and praying with us gave me some kind of comfort for some reason. So let me know how you guys feel about it. If you think that Tim approached the insurance agent or vice versa. And then let's just send out a little condolences for Miss RHOBH because
well, I can say this. Now, Tim approached them. No insurance company approach you. Hey, have you thought about killing somebody lately?
Well, yeah, you're right about that.
I'm just saying.
Okay. Maybe they were friends or something. We'll see. I just want to know your thoughts. It's crazy. Okay, you guys, thanks for dropping by. And I'll see you guys 7 o'clock, 7 Pacific Standard Time. Don't miss it. It's going to be a blast. See you guys soon. Bye for now. Bye-bye.